Hi, it's me, Tara, again, talking about my OA experience. And so I've been to 2 meetings now, and I'm going to start with the first week. From the first meeting to the second meeting, I didn't really feel like I had really started a program. I didn't really know what I was supposed to be aiming for, what I wasn't supposed to, like, I didn't know what my goals were supposed to be, that sort of thing. I didn't get much information out of that first meeting. And then on top of that, my car broke down, and that was really disappointing because I was like, okay, it's going to derail me from my program. I'm not going to be able to do my video, which are all things I was afraid of. And doesn't it seem that when you start something that you're really excited about and you're gung-ho about, doesn't it seem like something outside of your control always seems to knock you off course? I don't understand that. But anyway, so my car broke down, and first of all, I got a really clear picture of how I stress eat. I was at a friend's house that night, and I had dinner with her, and I just ate. I mean, I snacked on dessert. I drank a whole bunch of juice. I ate my dinner. I just went crazy with it because that's what I do. I'm an emotional eater, and I eat when I'm stressed out, among other things. So that was a good reminder of why I'm in this program in the first place. So what I found out though was that that OA has phone meetings, and they have internet meetings. You can Skype. I mean, they've got all kind of ways that you can still go to meetings without even leaving your home. So that's awesome. So I'm doing that. I did a meeting, and it was actually the phone meeting I did was an hour of power meeting, which apparently is different from the regular OA. I'm not exactly sure how, so I'm going to find that information out, and I'll get back to you guys about it. But I learned a few things about it. In that meeting, they read from the 12 and 12 book, which is, I'm not exactly sure what they were reading, what chapter, wherever they were at, because I don't have that book, but apparently it's online, so I'm going to find it. But they talked about a few different things that I wanted to share with you. For instance, they talked about, first of all, you have to have a willingness to change. And my first thing was, well, yeah, I'm willing to change. Why wouldn't I be? And I think that the reason why some of us are unwilling to change is because there is something that we've got going on. There's a reason why we eat. There's a reason why we're overweight. Somebody said that the food is not the problem. Life is the problem, and food is the solution, which is, the solution that we're using for the problem, which is really powerful, And she was saying, like, if I used to go to a meeting, I would think that, if there was a big lunch spread there, buffet, I would think, wow, this is a big problem. And she's like, no, that's not a big problem. There are much larger problems in life than this one. And if I can just stick it out, this problem will be over in an hour, and there aren't too many problems that life offers you that will expire in an hour. So this situation with food right now, this meal, that's not a big problem in your life. But it's something that we have trouble with because we use food as a solution to the bigger problems. I don't know what my bigger problems are, but I'm hoping to find them out. But that bigger problem is what we've buried deep inside under all this extra weight and all the food that we eat. So some people are afraid to face that bigger problem. And we've gone to great lengths to hide it from ourselves. And we would rather look at the surface issues, the extra weight, the way we feel about ourselves when we eat, the way we look, that sort of thing. We'd rather focus on those because it distracts us from the bigger problem, which is hiding beneath. And so, like I said, I don't know what mine is, but it can be scary because you're like, what if this is a huge thing that I'm not ready to face? What if it's totally going to change my life? What if it's going to rock me? Like, maybe I'm not ready for that. So I can totally understand people who are not willing to make that change because of that reason. All I can say is that I feel today that I am willing because I'm excited to see the person that I can become. And I know that whatever problem I may face, that I may uncover, God is going to take me through, and I'll be able to handle that with my higher power. Also, they talked about open-mindedness to your ability to change. You've got to be open-minded, so I think that, people say, oh, I'm willing, but I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm willing to change, but I can't. I've tried. Well, that shows that you don't have an open-mindedness to your ability to change. And so I feel like I do have an open-mindedness to my ability. I believe that I can change because I have made changes in my life. And so past successes definitely are proof that I can change. So it certainly opens my mind to the possibility. But when I first started changing, I think it was my higher power. I think your higher power has a lot to do with it, because if you feel like you can't change yourself, then you have to have faith that your higher power can help you change. And once you have that faith that your higher power can help you change, then you open your mind to the ability, your own ability to change, even if it's just a little bit. That brings us to the next topic they talked about, which was humility. And humility, I think it's important to distinguish humility from shame or self-defamation. People think that humility is the opposite of pride. And if pride is, oh yeah, I'm awesome, then you would think the opposite of that. If that's what humility is, it would be, I suck, I'm not great. And that's not what humility is. Humility is actually, where is it? Thank you. Humility is saying, I am great, but I'm not everything. I'm awesome, but I'm not everything. That's humility. And it's allowing for the idea that there's something more than you. Even if that thing is a part of you. It's a part of you, but it's more than you. I think that's what God is. I think that's my higher power. And so for me, for example, when I gave up my first addiction, I got on my knees and I prayed, and I wasn't even going to pray for myself, but I did, and I told God that I could not do it myself. I knew I wouldn't be able to do it myself, and I needed Him, and that day, my addiction was gone. He took that addiction from me within hours, and so it's very powerful, finding out that there's something more than yourself. Let's see. I feel really good because I feel like I've got some of these ideas already as a part of my life. I've got some of these steps down, and that's good, but I'm obviously still stuck. So I've got to learn. I've got more to learn so that I can get over these humps that I have. So for instance, I'm going to call the sponsor line and find myself a sponsor so I can find somebody who can help me navigate through the resources and help me with my questions. Also, I found out that OA has an action plan, which sounds great because I really do want a plan to stick to. I don't feel like I've got anything. I don't know what I'm sticking to. And so that can feel kind of discouraging, like why should I even abstain? I don't even know what my plan is. And then also they've got a meal plan, which is cool, and it's only optional, which I like that because I don't like the idea of anybody telling me what I can and cannot eat. Not because I'm defiant, but because I think that me going through and deciding these things for myself and looking at my diet and what I should eat, I think that would really promote growth for myself, to actually take the time and do it for me, myself. So I think those are all the things I wanted to touch on. I wanted to make this video shorter, and it just looks like it's just under 10 minutes. Yeah, so that's about everything. I've lost 4 pounds since I started this, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is for me. It puts me back at my pre-holiday weight, so that's good. And I just want to lose this slow and steady. I feel like now that I've gone to these meetings, just having participated in that meeting, I feel like it brought back to the forefront of my mind, I need to make a change. And so when I went grocery shopping, I didn't buy the donut holes. I didn't buy the things that I usually would, for snacks. And so I feel pretty good about that. And I think that this is going to be something that will be beneficial to me and that I can make some changes at. So I'll keep you guys posted. In the meanwhile, if you're watching, let me know. Leave a comment, like the video. If there's something you want to know, inbox me, let me know that. If there's something you want me to focus on, talk about that I didn't, let me know that as well. So I'm open to all suggestions. So have a great day. Bye.